it is time to summon on the Wind Tribe banner. And my goal for tonight is really just kind of Claude. I wouldn't mind getting Dagr. I think it could be fun to have some Pathfinder shenanigans. So let's go ahead and jump in and discuss the banner a little bit, do some questions. Oh, okay, there's a green. There's no greens. But yeah, I don't know. This banner's kind of easy skip in my opinion. I think the only reason why I'm really summoning is for Claude and attack speed prime 4, which is a really interesting skill, right? I definitely thought that it was going to be just a close counter upgrade, but in reality it ended up being inheritable to like all physical units, like bows and daggers can use it, which is really interesting because like you can like now pretty easily get close counter on a unit and not have to invest super heavily. Like you could like run legendary Crom or even like duo Crom and get, I think we'll do the colorless here too. There's blue. Let's capture it now. Let's leave. You can put like close counter on them pretty easily, and you're not really losing any stats, right? You're getting plus 9 all stats pretty easily, and you're also getting close counter. So, I mean, you do lose other effects, of course, but it's not bad. So I think it's going to be a pretty powerful skill, and the fact that it can be inherited to like axe, sword, and lance as well means that you have an option where you can get a distant counter skill that also gives more stats than attack speed solo, a distant attack speed solo, I should say. So that's something as well. The condition though for the actual distant counter or close counter is that 4 bonuses. And I think I'm kind of on the fence on that one because I think it's not too hard to get 4 bonuses in the right situations, but sometimes it can be pretty annoying. Like I feel like in Aetherite it's pretty simple, right? You bring like Asker or Peony or just like any kind of buffer and you're gonna get it pretty easily. But like in Summoner duels, it's a little bit more scary, right? You're gonna have to like really build your team and it also, a lot of those bonuses are based off like being within 2 spaces, which isn't always the case. So I don't really like the idea of my like DC just turning off randomly sometimes. I do think it's really powerful. I'm not trying to undersell it. I think it's really good. When it comes to the units, I think Claude's like definitely the standout. I think Pathfinder, double Pathfinder will be fun to play with. But I don't think it's gonna be like broken by any means. And then Kagero, I'm just not really high on Kagero. I think she's like pretty much like Duo Nina version 2. Where like she has some really powerful stuff, but she also like doesn't have everything she needs. Like she doesn't even have like offensive no follow-up, which is kind of crazy to me. And she's also a cap, so it's not easy to get. So that's something I'm kind of like worried about a little bit. But yeah, I don't think like this is gonna be like the most insane meta-changing banner or anything like that. But Claude looks so good, and so does Dagr actually. Dagr's art's really good, so we'll go here, get the spark. Hopefully get. I would like to get 2 Claudes, one for keeping and then one for like taking prime and duplicating it. That would be amazing. There's my other love, Titania. Titania needs an ult. She has the Valentine's ult. That was a long time ago. We need to get like a rearmed or ascended Titania. That would be amazing. That would be so good. Oh, I would love that so much. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I would be ecstatic. It's more likely we would get like ascended like Micaiah or Ike or something, which is like, I mean, of course I want more Ikes. Do I want more Ikes? I want a better Ike. I want an Ike who's different. I'm tired of sword Ikes. When it comes to Micaiah, she has like a billion ults, so I don't really like feel like I need a new one. I haven't even like finished merging the other ones yet. There's Guy. Let's see if we can start answering some questions. Maybe that will bring some luck for us. I think we'll do the colors here. I don't know if I should be summon colors, to be honest. I kind of want to trap Kagero. I kind of want to get Disarm Trap and give it to Yuri, to be honest. I think that'd be really cool. I love Yuri hit and run. That was like one of my favorite strategies ever. But then they nerfed it so hard with Hex Trap and Kanto Control. It was like a double whammy back to back. So I don't know. Like they need to like make skills. Oh, it's Katria, and she's 5 stars. Well, I don't love that. I mean, why did she have to be 5 stars? That just destroyed my pity. Good IV though. That's yep. Okay. I don't know why Katria is on this banner, honestly. I know a lot of people are happy because they like Katria, but like, we still have Brow Katria. Brow Katria is like 2.5 years old or something like that. Less than that, but whatever. And she's still like one of the best units in the entire game. Do we really need another Katria right now? I don't think so. She has like a billion ults. So personally, I wish it was somebody else. That could have been like Petra, right? I don't know if Petra's really wind related. But neither is like Dagr or Katria, I don't think either, so whatever. I kind of wish it was just somebody else. Okay, let's actually get to the questions this time. This one's going to be from Wolf Nations. Don't want to do any of these. And they're saying, I would love a B special as well. We already have anti-B specials like Ruptured Sky. Yeah, I would love a dedicated B special. That would be so nice. And Dragon special. We need both. Their question though is, what are your top 3 non-engaged characters you want added in Fire Emblem Heroes? Mine are Vola, Garcia, and Nolan. Very, very good choices. I love all those characters a lot. I would love to see all of them get in. I don't know when they would get in, but it would be very nice to see them. For me, 2 for sure have to be Athos and Nurgle. I just don't understand why these units are not in the game yet. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They're so important to the game. They, like, to Blazing Blade, right? And they were also the first Western game we got. Like, how do you not release those? So that's definitely 2 of them. The third's a little bit more questionable. I think it might be Stefan, but maybe I'm forgetting somebody. I don't know. Stefan would be really high up there. Volug, I like Volug a lot too. I'm trying to think. Gifka would be really up there too. Oh my god. Okay. I hate Gustav. Now you're probably thinking like, why? He's like decent fodder, and you're right. But I've gotten like 4 Gustavs in the past month somehow. He has pity broken me consistently. There is some kind of like gacha like shenanigans going on here. Okay, sure. That's so suck. That could have been like Claude instead. It would have been so much nicer. But yeah, so probably like one of those would have been my top choice. Yeah, it's definitely Athos and Nurgle. I wish they would do the double mythic banner again, like how they did with Mortis and Godo, but it was Athos and Nurgle. And Athos was a light mythic and Nurgle was a dark mythic. I think that would be so freaking cool. That'd be like one of the best banners ever. I would go insane. I'd be so happy. But other than that, like I just want Radiant Dawn, or like Tellius characters, I guess in total. Sephiroth might be the other character. It's kind of cheating because he's technically in the game, but like to me, Winter Sephiroth just doesn't count. Like, it just makes no sense that one of the most important characters in Tellius lore is locked seasonally, and he doesn't even have a PRF weapon, which is just insane to me. We are not getting many green orbs. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This one's going to be from Dragonated. They want to know, how would you remake your least favorite or most disappointing legendary hero? This could be down to a foundational level if you were to choose, so they could have different movement, color, and weapon types from the version that was released. What sort of effects does this unit deserve to have to stand out in the crowd? It's really difficult to say who's the most disappointing legendary hero. Because I think it comes down to the person, right? Like if you are expecting a legendary hero to be really good and they're not, that's kind of disappointing. Like Xander's really disappointing, but at the same time, I didn't really care for Xander, so I wasn't really disappointed personally. So I don't know. I think you could also say like there's also characters like Legendary Ike, right? Legendary Ike is okay now. You can invest heavily into him, and he can be pretty decent. But you need a lot of investment, and you also need like Legendary Robin. So I think that's a bit disappointing because it's Ike. But at the same time, like he definitely wasn't disappointing at release, right? At release, Legendary Ike was really, really strong, especially when Special Files 3 came out with Lewin. He was like a really good unit. So I don't want to say that, but I think Ike would be the easiest unit for me to like reimagine. So if I was to reimagine Ike, what I would do is he'd obviously have distant counter in his weapon. He would have stats in his weapon, slaying. I'd want him to have like special spiral 4. Why? Why pity breaks? I hate pity breaks so much. Oh my god. It's not even a pity break really. My pity hasn't even been able to get up because I keep getting these stupid off-focused units. I would just like the banner units, please. Ashen's not even good anymore, unfortunately. Like, she's really... Like, Eliwood's just so much better than her. It's not even funny. Damn, that sucks. But yeah, so like, I'd probably want like Special Spiral 4 built into his weapon. So he could like cycle Radiant Ether. I think that'd be really cool. It would also give him damage reduction piercing, which would be nice. And then I would want like Radiant Ether to still have the Quick Impulse effect built into it. The Quick Impulse 2. But I would want it to like... I'd want it to work differently. I'd want it to either have damage reduction piercing there and the Special Spiral effect. Or I would want it to have like max HP healing. So that way it's more consistent. Something like that. I would want Ike to be like a special spamming God Sword. Where like he just is constantly throwing ethers at you and it's difficult to deal with. I think that would be really, really cool. And make him like pretty unique. We do have heroes who do that, but he was like one of the OGs, so I would like to see that. When it comes to other legendaries, I can't really think of any. Like Xander, I don't really have any ideas for. Like a tanky melee cav is just really difficult to pull off. We saw it with like Legendary Stealth getting his remix and refine, obviously, but not many units can do that, so I don't really know what I would do for Xander. Other than that, most of the other legendaries I'm pretty happy with, I'd say. They all had like their time in the spotlight at one point. Maybe Grima is kind of underwhelming. She kind of wasn't amazing ever. She was okay for a while, but she wasn't like ever like top tier in my opinion. But I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. Hey, Sylvain, nice. We really need some luck swapping here. We're almost a pity. We've only gotten pity breaks. I was hoping to get at least like one of the 5 stars before the spark. Claude, give me Claude. That's a Raven. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going. This one's gonna be from Joy Productions, and they want to know: do you enjoy filming, planning, or editing Fire Emblem Heroes videos more? I think my favorite part of videos is the planning part, where I'm just like thinking of all the crazy ideas and what I want to do, and like trying to figure out how to make it actually practical and presentable in the video. That's my favorite part of making any video. When it comes to the actual recording and editing, I do not enjoy either of those very much, especially recording. I think recording is my least favorite part because I kind of mess up. I talk too fast sometimes, and then I have to like re-record what I'm saying. So then a lot of times I'm just spending time like cutting out sections of when I like talk too quickly or like when I stuttered or whatever else, and it's so obnoxious and it takes so much longer. I think it's one of the reasons why I take so long to put videos out compared to some other people like Tacho or DTM or even Joel. It's because I like have to edit out so much dialogue because I either talk too much. Yes. Thank you, Joy Productions, for bringing the luck. There is Claude. Let's go. Good IV? Good IV, please? Not good IV. Good Boon. Bad Bane. Damn. He can do, the double lethality is really interesting. I want to see how like consistent that is. Attack speed prime 4 is really interesting. So is, I mean, Oath is just good, but Deep Star too. Deep Star really fixes a lot of the problems Fallen Star has and gives him the Canto one with gravity. Which back in the day, if you were there, like when Brave Camilla came out, everybody was just like, imagine if she could Canto, like how insane that would be. And now it's possible, and it's possible on a few units, but Claude just gets that, so it's kind of scary. And his art is so good too. Like this really is some really good art. The question is, do I spark Dagr now? I do want Dagr as well. I also wanted like 2 Claudes. I'm so greedy. It's the bad part with being a whale. You always want like optimal everything, and it's just not realistic unless you're going to spend a lot of money on every banner, which is just not good. Not a good idea. Anyways, back to the question. Yeah, so I don't really enjoy recording. I think that's my least favorite thing. Editing can be a lot of fun, but it's also like a lot of time. I think a lot of people don't understand how long it takes to edit a video. Even like a summoning video like this, which isn't very long, can still take me an hour or 2 to edit. Especially the longer ones, like the hour-long summoning sessions. That's like 3 hours to edit, and then like an hour to like 30 minutes to export, and then my internet sucks, like an hour to upload. Like it's a long process. And when you're talking about the bigger videos, like the history of Ether Raids videos, or like even a tier list, I'm editing for like a day, if not like more than a day. History of Ether Raids was like a month or 2. So editing can be a pain in the ass, essentially is what I'm trying to say. I definitely see why people hire editors. Like, that is a good investment for sure. Okay, we're almost at the spark. I think we have time for one more question. We'll do red here. This one's gonna be a spicy question, and I'm gonna answer it to piss people off because it's kind of funny. So this one's from JSTRDog72, and they want to know, if you could ban a unit from getting another ult ever again, who would it be? Now, I could answer some obvious questions, like, I don't know, like, I could give like an obvious answer of a unit who just no one likes. That could be helping everybody out. But, personally, I would love to see Robin and Corrin never get an ult again. I know people are going to be mad I said that. They're going to be pissed off. I'm going to get comments saying I'm a horrible person. But the truth is, for me at least, is that Robin and Corrin have like, between the 2 of them, they probably have like 10% of all the characters in the game. Probably not. That's a lot. They're probably like 5% of all the characters in the game. Like, there's just so many Corn and Robin alts. It's ridiculous. It's actually stupid. And the thing is that every single year, we get a Corn alt. And every single year, almost every single year, we get a Robin alt. At least one of them. It's just like crazy. Like, there's just so many alts. Like, we could be having other characters. Yes! Yes, all I had to do was talk shit. And I got another Claude. Let's go! Claude loves the talking of shit. Plus attack again, but better IV. Okay, so maybe I don't have to... Okay, this is good. Because I could keep this one at plus attack minus HP. I could fodder the other one. Because I really want to, like, duplicate attack speed prime 4. Not that I really... Oh, now I look at it, I really can't. Not very well, at least. Because it's actually 4 levels of attack speed prime. Oh, I'm dumb. I was thinking for some reason it was going to be, like, distant counter here. Or, like, something else. But... that kind of sucks, because you're essentially, like, when you're duplicating this, you're only getting this one skill. When you're duplicating, you really want to get, like, 3 or 4 skills at the least. So, that kind of sucks. Okay, whatever. It's still, I'm still really happy to see him, obviously. Back to what I was saying. Yes, I just think, like, I would love to see other characters get some love. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Having, every single year, having part of a banner dedicated to those avatar characters is kind of like obnoxious to me. And Byleth is getting to that point too a little bit. There are a lot of Byleths in the game. Like, it's kind of insane. Alir might get to that point. I don't know. I guess the only one I don't really mind that much is Chris, because Chris really doesn't get ults ever. There's like, what, like 1 Chris ult in the game? I think. So I wouldn't mind that one that much. But yeah, I know that's going to piss people off. I'm kind of the type of person where I don't want like a million alts of my favorite characters. I want like 1 really good version, or maybe like 2 versions at the most. Depending on like the game too. Like Ike, I want like a Path of Radiance and a Radiant Dawn version, obviously, but you know, you can't always get that. Okay, so we're at the Spark. We got 2 Claudes. I don't think we really need 3 Claudes. I mean, we could, but I think I will go for Dagr here. I don't think Kagero is going to be a meta definer by any means. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, I've been wrong before. Not perfect, but I just don't see it. But with Dagr, I think she's going to be fun, and that's really the most important thing. And the other thing is, like, look at these abs. I don't know if you can see, like, maybe you're blind, but these abs look so nice. Oh my god, this art. So we're going to get Dagr here, and that's a pretty good Spark. That Spark, that like actually turned around really well. We got everything we pretty much wanted, so that was great. We got Clash. New Twin Skywing. I can't... Alarm attack speed, too. I didn't even know she had that. Wow. Oh, that's really good. That would be amazing fodder. Okay, that is going to be the summoning session. It really turned around. It started off really rough with the Gustav and Astrid, but it flipped. We got 2 Claudes and a Dagr before, you know, with including the Spark. I'm very happy. But now I'd love to hear from you. If you did summon on this banner, I know a lot of people aren't going to. What were you summoning for? Were you going for Claude? Could you not resist the Claude? Or could you not resist the Dagr abs? Either way, I can't blame you. But I'd love to hear about it in the comment section down below. Let me know how your summoning session went. And as always, I'd like to thank my members for all their constant support. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. This has been Oblivion. I'll catch you all later.